Doom Eternal, Mars Core.
Oh, for heaven's sake.
Okay, hi, welcome to the Doom Eternal 100% UN tutorial. Drake won't let me have fun. Hi, we're here to talk about Mars Core through Nekravol 1. Before we get into levels, Drake, Mute, do y'all have any points you want to bring up that we may have missed in the previous ones, or anything to say?
The music is baller, so get your cat jams ready. That's all.
Indeed.
I don't know, BFG 10K is overrated.
Wow. No. No.
Let's not. Okay. Let's
so
not
good.
make this stream too controversial here, right? Relax.
No politics here. No politics.
Oh Christ. Almighty.
I don't know. I think. Okay, well let's just get into it. For people wondering, yes, we went all the way through Art Complex. Check out the VODs in the description. They're cool. Check out the playlists.
Yes. Going into Mars Core, it's very important that you wait 27 seconds right here. Wait, where was the cutscene? What? Oh, I don't care. Yes. You
Oh, did you EBS it? Oh, that's weird.
No, yeah, maybe. But yeah.
Oh my! Look at that screen shake. Beautiful.
Absolutely.
So,
Look.
Mars Core is one of those levels. Is there like I think this is where like this is the last of like the run where like where you can kind of wing it with your shots on your headshots and your meat hook mastery.
Yeah.
You have to at this point after this level we start really paying attention to.
Mute. No. We need to talk about that movement.
Oh, right.
No, it's just movement. You just move.
I mean,
What you see is what you get, really. With
there's a bit of nuance into there. But isn't that what we're supposed to do here? Nuance?
All right.
Nah.
All right.
No,
Well,
go ahead.
at least slow checkpoint so we can talk about how you're doing this Baron kill. Because this is actually, a Baron quick kill is actually kind of important.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you can do a.
Want to show movement?
Okay, yeah, sure.
Oh yeah, we could do that. Just very quickly, just say, what are you doing as soon as the elevator stops?
Come out here. There's a lot of ways to get out of here. You can do a wall dash here. There's a Prowler that consistently spawns over here. Hook on him, or you can hook on this this mecha and get a meat hook kick, which is what I do. Ramp hop off the stairs, going all the way back here. Ballista boost. So you're gonna want to dash all the way to the wall here. Otherwise, you're gonna bump the zombie right here. So
yeah, back to the stairs. If you can't get a ramp jump, you can also do a prop jump, like right off some of the rubble right before the stairs.
Yo.
Prop jump?
Wait, what? Where?
Ramp,
This?
ERJ, whatever.
Yeah,
we call
you can
it.
do an ERJ. It's a little slow,
nice.
but like mantling is perfectly fine.
Yeah, but
Especially considering we're getting a
Oh,
what is the grappler upgrade? Yeah.
yeah, it's just a little optimization. Just if you don't get the ramp jump, or just mantle, that's fine too.
You're gonna
Here,
know these
Mute's
guys.
gonna kill the Baron in a very specific way. He's gonna launch Ice Bomb and nade and slob rocket the dude, and then you can actually just PBS his GM. You don't even have to do the second lock on burst, but it can be quite scary if he comes out of the Ice Bomb and he can just smack you right in the face.
Yeah, we typically have ice bomb damage at this point. We've upgraded that, right?
Yeah, we're pretty much like, as we mentioned previously, our upgrades at this point are like pretty much complete.
Oh, my files are messed up.
We just forgot some stuff. But yeah, our upgrades are pretty much complete, and everything after pretty much Doom Hunter base we get because we can at this point, and the same thing applies. This is just one instance where the Frost Grenade helps a little bit.
You do not have to kill these imps. I do them because they're annoying.
Yeah.
Yeah, those imps...
There's a lot of details on this fight. I mean, this fight is probably one of the most complicated fights in the entire game. There's like triggers willy-nilly, but basically you can just do what Mute does. There are optimizations, but they're kind of risky for this category because of the Arbalest tick and actually kind of some spots you can stand in. But the one thing that Mute does consistently here is that he kills the spider and then he stands in a very specific spot. And that's because the enemies in this area spawn based on, he goes over there to that very specific spot he's shooting from right here. And then he fires. And then that way all of the imps spawn in front of him as opposed to around him. And here you can also refill your blood punch if you need to, because, So what your goal is, if you want to go back to the beginning view, you want to go through this slowly. He's killing those imps at the beginning because they can get confusing when you're hunting for other imps. So what happens here is that you kill those imps just to get rid of them. Then you kill the spider, and then the next wave spawns. That wave is Cacodemon, and it spawns 3 imps. It spawns 1 imp that doesn't count, that one right there, the right one, that jumps out of the hole. Yeah, that one. The one that jumps out of the hole in the ground.
These
one
guys leave.
directly
That's why you don't have
behind.
to kill them. They leave.
Yeah. But yeah, the one that jumps out of the hole. Do you know where this one is, Mute? That one, yeah, exactly that one. That one actually doesn't matter, but you want to kill it anyway, because yeah.
You can get
But
it
then
confused with
there's
the other
2 that
imps.
spawn, and then 2 more that spawn after you kill the first 2.
So this one
And
this
those
one.
are the ones that count.
And then there will be 2
So
spawn.
after you kill 2, then 2 more spawn, and you kill those 2, and then you go kill the Cybermake, and the fight is done.
And then there's
Yeah,
one more.
If you lose track of how many imps you get, like, after, like, you kill the spider and the caco, it should be 5 imps after. Technically only 4 of them are required, but you kill the one that comes out of the vent anyhow.
Yeah, exactly. So it's a
So-
rather complicated fight, but the general idea is you want to clear the imps at the beginning. You can do some optimizations with that as well, but those don't matter. They're kind of complicated to explain in a tutorial. And then after that, you kill the spider, you kill the Cacodemon with a relatively free Arbalist stick, and then we just hunt imps, and we count to 5 at least, 4 if you're super awesome.
One small detail. It's the 5 imps in this area. If the imp spawns by the Cyberman, it does not count towards.
Yes, there are imps that spawn by the Cybermake, and they spawn based off a trigger that you hit. Like I said, this fight's rather complicated. So yeah.
So yeah, just stay by the spider area where Mute was standing before.
Yeah,
if
that's why you want to stand. It's also the
just so that-
safest because you're not fighting a carcass and a Cybermake. The Cybermake will just stand there, and this carcass will just shoot shields at you, won't really attack you. So it's actually also the safest place to stand.
Yeah,
That's pretty much it. Again, I could write an entire essay about this fight. It is kind of mind-numbing the amount of details that are in this fight, but that pretty much just do what Mute does, and you should be fine.
All right, on to the next one.
For this
one's
fight, there's a few ways to do this. A lot of people use D-Blade here. I actually recommend against it. Mute's gonna do something a little different here. He's going to, sometimes that happens where the Pain Elemental doesn't die to the stuff. But yeah, then you nade and lock on burst, and then we kill the Dread Knight.
Should have a
then we-
blood punch for this Doom Hunter, Ice
Yeah.
Bomb, and Spotter clear up front.
Yeah. Actually, before you finish this, there are, again, this fight is also a little bit more complicated than it seems. So the Pain Elemental spawns the Dread Knight. The Dread Knight's death spawns the Doom Hunter. But there's one other detail when it comes to the fodder. So there's 2 fodder here that actually respawn, and there's 3 that do not. So you
So
actually
this
want to
one,
hunt down as much fodder as you can.
Both of these will
So
respawn.
yeah, they will respawn, but it doesn't matter. You should kill all of them anyway. Like, you should kill as many fodder as you can while you're waiting for the Doom Hunter to spawn. And the reason you want to do that is because only 2 of the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 fodder that you fight in this arena respawn. So you see him go after the fodder at the beginning while waiting for the Pain Elementals to spawn, and then after that he kills the Dread Knight, and then he goes after the mechas in particular. If you're confused about which dudes don't despawn, it's definitely the mechas.
One thing to note, the Dread Knight spawn is RNG. It can sometimes come from right, sometimes come from left.
Yeah,
Just,
and it's not that big of a deal which side it's spawned on.
Yeah, just know it could be 2 different locations.
Mute lock on bursts the Doom Hunter there, but and that's because it's safer than SSGing him. You can SSG punch cancel him if you want to be super fast, but the sled exploding deals damage to you. So I think that's actually it with this fight. Yeah, notice he's punch canceling the. You can PB Ballista 3 times, or you can PB Ballista twice and then punch cancel the final Ballista shot.
Yeah, the important thing here to this fight that saves time is using the downtime when things are spawning to kill fodder.
Yeah.
That's like your biggest time save here.
If you want to, you can get a chainsaw if you're low on ammo. Into
Yeah.
the cutscene.
You
Chainsaw the final fodder is
wait,
pretty
Drake.
good
How
too.
many explosive barrels are on Mars Core?
72.
I think it was like 40 or something like that. Something ridiculous.
I thought it was 70. It was 50? 50?
I thought it was way bigger. But that
It might have been like 70 is like the total like
yeah.
small, but yeah.
we should have explosive pinatas at this point, so you can also just shoot the barrels to gain ammo back. But the chainsaw
It's not that
like I said,
important in this category. Like the chainsaw at the end should be sufficient.
yeah. If you don't want to get the chainsaw, but the chainsaw at the end could be difficult because
The
sometimes
imp
fodder.
spawns far back, yeah.
Yeah.
The imp can, one of the imps can spawn kind of far
Yep.
back here.
This movement, it's kind of what you see is what you get. It's like.
And
you
make
just-
sure to
Oh.
make sure, important detail there. Well, you gotta break both those guns off the bank.
Ooh.
That's
Oh,
part
yeah,
of the
yeah.
challenge. Yeah,
we
break
have to
one or
challenge.
both, preferably both.
Both.
Yeah, if you.
If you miss them, before you BFG the final fight mute or the next fight mute, not this one, the buff totem one.
Yeah, yeah.
There is a mank that spawns there. I want you to show them that mank is there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
One thing to note in the previous encounter too, you just destroy both weak points. You shoot the barrel, and then any bit of damage to the other cannon will kill. This fight, yeah.
Yeah.
This is you are ballista, then you BFG and chainsaw.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Okay, so
yeah.
when the arena ends, if you most people know that you can go in through here, but if you do that too early, you will not get the combat credits. So stay in there,
Yeah.
just wait for the door to open.
Yeah, you gotta make sure to stay there.
Want to explain this little bit of movement you're doing, Mute?
Yeah, it's just 3 ballistas.
Yeah, it's just 3 ballistas, not really.
Doing 180 boost?
You can do it backwards. It doesn't really matter.
Backwards.
The
forward.
important thing is that you take the path that he did, and as a beginner, I would do 180s instead because it's easier than trying to like
Yeah.
make sure you get the correct path backwards.
Yeah. Buff totem fight, just one Hell Knight, Arbalist, the Kako, and then you're on a timer until the rest of the wave spawns. Mute, remember, no BFG. We want to confirm that the Kako spawn.
So you wanna
Next
kill
spawns.
one of the heavies here. You wanna kill the Dread Knight, I think, or yeah, with the Dread Knight or the Kako, and then the Mancubus can spawn. Maybe both of them. It might be both of them. The fight's weird.
Yeah, in this fight we typically BFG, so we don't see the fight.
Yeah, we don't see them. Yeah,
Oh,
there
there
it
it
is.
is.
There it is.
Oh, if
Get
you
the
missed
arm
that
cannons.
Mancubus before, shoot there. Yeah,
Yeah.
get those cannons.
If you miss it and you don't get this one, your run's over. If you're
Yep.
playing on
Yeah.
UN.
One thing to note that this is a good farming spot for getting a few free ticks because we have to wait for so many things. You can just
Yeah.
headshot, SSG, hook on while you're waiting for things to spawn in.
And after you're
Mute,
done.
wanna do this encounter one time from so they can
Yeah.
see the route. Oh, also warning: blood fueled. Do not
Yes.
BFG when blood fueled
Oh
is
my
ending.
lord, yes.
Yeah, this is one of those. This is one of those examples where either you have to fire the BFG risky early or you have to delay it.
I fire
Yeah,
it risky early. You'll see what I mean.
So yeah, we're just waiting for a time for the Kako and Dread Knight to spawn, firing the BFG. Jump off the side, and we're gonna get cut speed as the encounter ends.
I miss it.
Oh,
Yeah, so you can't go through that hole until after the fight ends. There's an invisible wall there that prevents you from doing so, but you can get cut speed. It's a little challenging, but that's probably the fastest way to get through this area.
Okay, secret encounter. This one's actually kind of simple. There's actually a couple strats for going at it, so don't finish the encounter, Mute. Guess I'm learning.
So yeah, you can do what Mute's doing there, and then
Double
just
ballista.
Oh,
double ballista
once-
or ballista or rocket into ballista boost. That's also fine too. But
Question from chat, Kovac. What's the BFG queue? The BFG queue is you want to wait till you see this.
the Dread Knight starting to spawn is a good
Yeah.
cue.
Everything in,
Knight and the
in the
Cactus
arena
are-
dead is what you want.
Yeah. There's also an alternative strat here where after you grab the secret encounter, you grab the Praetor suit token because things have to spawn into this encounter.
Yeah, it's a timer-based encounter.
And then you just deploy here. It's very very nifty. And then you can ballista away. But there's many ways to do this. I'll show you the way I do it.
Yeah, I don't actually know what the consensus fastest way is to do it. From the last time I looked at this fight was like a year and a half ago. So basically most people just pick up the Praetor token before, but you can pick it up after as well. That is an option.
Yeah.
But again, like yeah.
So it's just those 4 fodders, and then you
Yeah.
basically just kill the Spectre. PP, Rocket, Ballista usually works. You can also double Ballista boost off it.
Yeah.
And now the very most difficult thing in the game, the elevator section.
Yep.
After you grab the button, just boost back, boost around. Basically, this is just a bunch of micro movement of bullets.
And you want to do it in that order because, also, hello Jessica, we always skip you in 90%.
Hi, Jessica.
So, this next area, I believe. Oh yeah, sorry. Let me explain what happened before. So, he pressed the button and then he went to the secret first rather than going to the secret first and pressing the button, and that's an important distinction. Because you're waiting for the door to open when you press the button, and might as well be grabbing a secret while you're getting it.
Yeah, this routing is what you see is what you get. You just go make sure you get that chainsaw, and then get hop and ballista boost as muted. It's honestly that simple. This is a secret encounter.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, so I'm gonna show you what I do.
This one's really weird.
1, 2, 3, 4, ice bomb. Oh, it's a little bit too early. Have Arba out. 1, 2, maybe more. Okay, I messed this up, and then there it is.
Yeah.
Well, I believe the way this fight works is that, and I can't remember.
The
The
whiplash.
fodder respawns up until until you kill it.
Up until you kill the prowler, I think.
Up until you
the
kill the
Kako.
snake or the cack or something like that. So you can just get a bunch of free ticks here. Some people even deblade here, but that's a little risky because you want the ticks.
If you want to, you can also chainsaw here because you have to wait for the whiplash to spawn. That's what I do.
Yeah. So unfortunately, we can't do the strat where we exit the secret encounter the awesome way. I did look into doing that, but it's actually
It's one of the things I wish would
BFG
happen.
race. Yeah.
yeah, the BFG race idea is like ridiculous.
If you want
but-
something fun, check out Undeceiver's theory crafting route for that. That bunny hop and double ballista is very important. Then you can use that opportunity to charge in an Arbalist and get into this encounter, where bring in a Destroyer Blade, then BFG, hopefully killing everything.
Where I sit, where I stand, where I'm BFGing, and how long I wait is all important. So
Before you continue, could you go
Wait,
back
you
to that
should
movement
probably
section?
explain that it was hard to see there. He was waiting for the spider in the back to spawn before firing the BFG. Could you just go to the spot and show him where you were looking for the spider? The spider spawns there.
Yeah.
Yeah, and right after the spider starts spawning, that's when he fires the BFG. Because if he fires it earlier, then the spider will live, and then he'll have to hunt down an imp.
Yeah. Mute. Could you go back to where you did the B-hop and ballista, basically, over here? Okay, Mute. Theoretically, let's say you missed the B-hop. Oh no, what do you do?
Missed the B-hop. Oh no.
Just double ballista.
Ballista twice.
And you.
Yeah, that rock has a little bit of collision.
And that
if
rock's
you-
collision is inbound, so we do consider that inbound.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also to note, there is a meat hook strategy for that as well. If you are just completely out of ballista boost, but
Yeah, there's
you can
some
check-
spot around there you can hook.
You can just meat hook instead of ballista if that's the case. If you look at a lot of the old runs, like from Zero Master, Draku, they did that strat before ballista boosting really took off in this game.
Well, this next fight that he's going to do is actually on quite a bit of a timer, so you don't actually have to kill. You don't actually have to do what he's doing here. You can do that quick kill on the pain elemental, but you don't, because watch what happens. He's just going to sit here and wait for the prowler to spawn.
Yeah. Just
Right.
kill that pain elemental any way you can.
Yeah. If you need ballista, you can, instead of ballistaing here, yeah, and that's an amazing strat where you get a free arbitic, and then hook off the corpse. It's really nice.
Yeah.
So in this level, this is where Arbalist ticks really sort of take off. Ooh, nice B-hop. So he's gonna do another free Arbalist tick here.
Yeah, you can just shoot it on the way.
So notice here we're skipping the crystal. Let's actually mention that here for a second. We're skipping the crystal, crystal because we're gonna go pick it up after the Slayer Gate because we're gonna shoot 2 BFGs in the Slayer Gate.
Yeah. The fun
I
fact
believe there's
about...
some optimizations with this fight, but they're kind of risky. I'm not even sure if I should mention them. There was one optimization where you can go after the Hell Knight first with a lock-on burst, but that leaves some fodder alive. But either way, the reason you're doing that, we should actually be clear here. The reason you're killing that stuff is actually because that door over there that we came through is locked until you kill enough stuff. This is actually an encounter. It's not an encounter necessary for completion, but if you miss the stuff and you like if you pick up the Slayer Gate key and you see that the door is closed, What you're gonna do is you're gonna go right and go hit a trigger to open it.
Yeah. So yeah, we'll cover
And
that.
the trigger is right here.
Right here.
Where he just no, it's right this archway, this door that you're standing over here.
Oh, okay.
Right there.
Yeah.
So you want to fly past that door and then you want to go back to the Slayer Gate after that.
Yeah. Typically, what you can do is you can pick up the secret over there and then just go back to the blue door after the door opens up.
Now, if you miss it and the door's closed, it's because there's probably a fodder alive. You probably didn't do the fight fast enough, and there's a fodder alive that had a chance to spawn. Don't chase the fodder. It's not worth it.
All right.
It's going to be a pain.
Ice Bomb Marauder strat, it's our best friend. For current patch, we can't do that, and
We do a fun zone in current patch, but it's relatively new fun zone. Let's not talk about it. Like, there's a clip of it I posted. Doesn't matter.
Oh,
but this
there's
strat is...
Well,
Say
I was
again?
gonna say for current patch routing, there's actually you can fun zone. There's also like I guess a fun zone-esque area. Basically, we BFG the Marauder in this fight on current patch, and then you just lock on the Hell Knights.
Interesting. Well, actually, yeah, you can. I can send you this fun zone. I'll put it in chat.
Visual kill is this guy.
Mute doesn't know it. Mute doesn't know it because he plays on.
Yeah, playing 1.1.
Plays on 1.1, so we've never had a need for it. It is technically faster to do the fun zone, but you also notice that here he's firing the BFG and looking downwards, and that's very important, because you want the BFG to kill the barons as fast as possible, because then otherwise you have to hunt. Otherwise you have to hunt the soldiers. This is one of those fights where low FPS is kind of annoying.
Yep, we pick up the ammo, and wow, look at this! Our BFG is refilled. Crazy. Yeah, that's why we grab it, so we can just abuse more BFG.
Right here, when you get micro missiles, and then for safety, if you want, you can upgrade fast recovery. This will allow you to use energy shield more. You don't need to use it, and you upgrade these two. Faster stuff. It's pretty cool. Good stuff. This is where you're gonna get your first micro missile ticks. Usually on these, there are 4 zombies here. You can get 2 ticks from them. Mathematically, it's just how it works.
One is free, 2 is cheap.
Yeah.
We'd recommend 2 for beginners.
Yeah. Note for current patch, you don't need to upgrade micro missiles there. You get plenty of free micro missile ticks in Final Sin, so that's not required.
Do you want to show them how to reset the micro missile ticks? So like
yeah.
just so for people who don't know, all you have to do is tag 3 demons. You don't actually have to kill them. So you hit 1, 2, 3, and then you can either punch or you can actually just let the thing close and then reopen again. Punching is a little faster, but if you're in a pickle and you don't want to waste the blood punch, you can just let it drop down and then turn it back on. And that's just pretty much almost as fast.
Have Arba out.
Yeah, just a bunch of B-hop movements. When we get into this next encounter, very important, we destroy the Mancubus armed cannon right in front of us, and that'll give us our final tick for that challenge.
And then we also wait till the Baron jumps up. If we don't, the BFG will get him stuck out of bounds, and it'll take forever him to die. And then you won't be able to get the kill on the Dread Knight. The BFG won't kill the Dread Knight.
That BFG is doing a lot of work in this encounter. After which, you get the Hell Knight, the Arachnotron. You actually don't need to kill these. You just need to damage them enough. Just spam a lock on. Get the Slayer out of sled. Oh, Mute's gonna show off this strat.
Yeah, I'm gonna show this off. It's quite funny. Okay, well, I'm missing it. So if you do a Zai boost, I usually don't fail this. I haven't played campaign in a bit. And you go here, you pick up this BFG, don't get a B-hop. You can time it so that you can skip the 9-second cutscene. Okay, before the checkpoint loads. But yeah, that's a pretty, well. That's a pretty advanced strat. But if you don't want to do that,
activate the fight again.
Can I?
Just walk into the fight. Oh no, you can't. Rip.
Oh.
Can I? I'll just low save.
Yeah.
Raitro, could you unban me? I posted a link in chat.
Moobot. Here, I'll You take your 10-second timeout. You deserved it, but I'll repost your message.
And we'll post this in the description as well. That is a nice fun zone for current patch. You fib it, you fade and boost it, and then you and then you do the fun zone. It's quite easy. The only issue with it is that it can be quite risky. If you stand still while lock-on bursting the Marauder, then stuff can really kill you. But if you just move around a little bit, you'll be completely safe.
There isn't a well, there is an easier strategy where if you stand on the left side of the walkway facing the Marauder wall that they break through, they consistently, not necessarily a fun zone, but they always green eye flash and open up nearly immediately.
You can also do, there's also some setups where if you're on 1.1 and you still want to, if you want to do this faster with Ice Bomb, you can stand in a specific spot and throw an Ice Bomb. But that's a little bit, I think Bowser does it in his Ace run. But the fun zone is the most ideal, and definitely for current patch, the fun zone is a great option.
Let's just say if you're starting out, throwing the Ice Bomb and just getting the Marauder any way you can is better than dealing with it.
Yeah. The fun zone requires a SLOB. It can be quite challenging. Yeah, just throw the Ice Bomb.
Yeah, and I haven't. Why aren't the fodder spawning there?
Loading from checkpoint there.
Oh, didn't know that actually. Okay, Mute. Care to share off the quote-unquote intermediate strat?
But basically, the only thing that Mute's gonna do different here is that instead of like skipping the fight after he breaks the Doom Hunter out of its slot, is that he's just gonna BFG, and that's it. Whereas before, what he was gonna do was he was gonna fire the BFG outside the map, back into the fight to clear it, and then activate the ending cutscene, so that two cutscenes layer on top of each other. And that skips a few seconds.
That Hell Knight can die.
Yeah, if you get lucky, that BFG can kill the Hell Knight. It's happened to be like once. It's happened to Bowser a few times as well.
As soon as the Doom clears out, there's just BFG after the Doom Hunter, and there's actually a bunch of Cacos that spawn in here. They're just, if you're an intermediate or a beginner, these are just very cheap ticks. Get a couple on your way out.
Yeah, if you're starting out, you should get like all of these. But once you're at like Mute's level, you can actually get 0 of them. It's actually possible. You can get one cheap one, but like you can actually skip all of them if you wanted.
Ooh.
All right, so Sentinel Prime, pretty much what you see is what you get. The first phase is rather safe, and we recommend if you're a beginner, yeah, make sure you have Ballista out when you're on these elevators. For this is one of those bosses that's this is just some movement. What you see is what you get here again. Watch runs, watch any percent.
Keep in mind, Ballista is used at very important points to maximize time save, so just Ballista boosts where Mute Ballista boosts.
And supplementing with wall dashes and stuff like that. Backwards wall dash. Oh, yes.
Oh, that's sexy.
Oh, yes. I love
that
this.
Is sexy. I haven't seen that rep. That's cool.
You haven't? Yeah, I came up with it, actually.
Really?
I actually did an IL of this level, if you can believe it.
Grinding Sentinel Prime ILs.
I got it in 3 tries. I got community gold in 3 tries.
Just too good at the game.
Oh, we're going to bats here.
Yes.
Get the Ballista, and then double boost back.
Okay, so this fight, you just want to do what Mute's doing here. At the beginning, this fight is this first fight's very choreographed and very safe. It's the second phase where you have to be really careful, but Mute can just demonstrate the first phase.
First phase isn't like that if you're playing on current patches.
Well, then Raitro, you'll have to butt in.
We'll talk about that. We'll talk.
If you want to look at DrakePHOSE's run of Sentinel Prime, he has a quite advanced strat of doing this faster. I'm doing the safe strat. Drake knows how to do a very baller fast strat right here.
The second phase is a different beast. I think I do the first phase exactly the same as everybody else does now.
There, phase 1.
So.
Do you want to do that again, Mute?
We'll
restart mission and teleport over.
Yeah. We'll.
What?
Try to explain.
Oh yes. By the way, for those of you who don't know, this cutscene plays at 60 FPS no matter your hardware, so it's super slow to menu.
Oh my lord.
Yeah. The game just slows down.
So yeah, one thing to note about that first phase 1 cycle is that everything Mute's doing is like, it's exactly as you see it. The only thing that's really important of note of timing is when you start firing the BFG. Mute, do you have like a visual or a cue for how you time that?
We should mention this. When you fire the BFG isn't kind of important. If you're practicing that fight by reloading checkpoint, you have to fire the BFG earlier.
Yes.
But if you don't, if you're playing it off a fresh reload off, Like you reset mission, you fly to that area, then he'll fire it a little slower.
Yeah.
That's important.
That gladiator's behavior, starting behavior, slightly changes depending on if you reloaded checkpoint or did you get there the first time.
Yeah. And you'll learn the timing. Like I think there's a visual cue, but I mean I don't even really use one. I just kind of feel it out. And it's quite easy to do.
Yeah.
Do you know the elevator boost, the dash boost here for the elevator? Should we even show the dash boost for the elevator? It's like it barely saves time.
Wi-Fi.
No, Mew? Yes? Okay.
Oh, that's right.
It's fine. Mute's good.
So yeah, just like right before he turns green, he turns into the Dark Lord.
I have an internal timer that I just like count.
Also, one thing to notice here, the spacing when he is very important here. Notice he's not lock-on bursting when he's standing right beside him. He actually takes a step away from Horny Guy.
What I do to time the BFG during that phase is doing a dash backwards as soon as you get the final SSG shot, and then firing BFG also has it timed appropriately.
Yeah.
Okay,
So this phase is very, very scary.
Get a pot shot in.
So it's very important here that if you are not confident at doing this fight, do it slowly. Don't try and do it as fast as possible. This is one of those fights where if you do it super fast, you can either do it super fast or you can do it super slow. You can't be in between. If you're in between, you will die.
Yeah.
So
one thing to note here, very important for the first part of this phase, is we bring out energy shield to bait him into attacking us, getting in close. Then after a few SSG PBs, we do a SLOB and just keep shooting until it's dead.
You can also
Stand
grab
to the
some
side
rockets if you remember where they are.
Yeah, stand to the side after the slobs, and ideally, you wouldn't BFG here because BFG actually does less DPS than just alpha rotationing him.
Yeah. Yeah, this is one of the where I was mentioning, and Kovac as well. If we had a mastery token at this point in time, dual lock would save a lot of time here, because we'd be able to dual lock slob.
Yeah.
One recommendation I have is that you should save your nade for when he summons demons around you, because then that nade will blow up on those demons, and then the nade will produce scatter bombs and they will deal more damage, as well as falter the demons so they don't hit you.
Yeah.
But again, this is one of those things where if you're not comfortable with timing that nade and you're not comfortable sitting on him and face planting him like with SSG shots and stuff, then just don't bother. Like this is one of those things where you either, like I said, you either do it really fast or you do it really slow. You can't be in between.
If one thing goes wrong, like if you get down to low health or he hurts you, literally just backing up and BFGing is a perfectly valid option, because then you get health from all the demons he spawned, and also get a bit of safety and distance.
That's where you're laughing at Kovac, my bad. Yeah. Yeah, if you're playing Natural Masters, you can get a tick of Prowler here. One thing to mention when you're practicing this fight, notice that the way Mute is doing it is actually, the start is a little different than when he was doing it when he did a reset mission. That's because the Gladiator behaves differently if you reload checkpoint here as well. He won't, like, what you want to do in normal gameplay is you want to dash forward immediately, so that he attacks you, you can dodge it, and then SSG him right in the face. But you can't do that when you reload checkpoint, and you have to pull out the energy shield right away. So this fight's even scarier when you reload checkpoint. So you want to practice both phases kind of at the same time.
Yeah.
Which is kind of annoying, but yeah, you can do it.
Mute, would you mind resetting mission so we could show off first phase?
Yeah.
Current patch strats for first phase. I give it it's very complicated. The strat name is called SSG and PB him in the face. Lol.
This is, for those of you who don't know, the reason there's a difference is because the lock-on burst does less damage in later patches. I believe it's 1.2 or like patch 2.
Yeah, so after he gets the green eye flash, what you do, well, after you deal a lot of, mute. Well, here, how about I put a clip, because it'll be pretty hard to describe, but basically...
Yeah, you can watch Raitro's run,
I'll put a clip, but in words, what I'm saying you do is you save your BFG, you basically just deal damage to him while he's staggered. Rockets do reduce damage, so SSGing and PBing is your main source of DPS. After you've staggered him a few times, you want to super shotgun meat hook jump off a fodder, and then basically just super shotgun and PB him in the head because he can't tilt his shield upwards.
Yeah, if you fail the also that's also applicable to 1.1 gameplay as well. If you fail a kill, if you fail the quick kill, you can hook jump off something, or you can punch boost off his shield upwards. For those you know, see there he baited an attack. You can't get that from your loading checkpoint, and that attack is actually kind of important.
Kovac asks why don't we punch cancel SSG and Ballista in that situation. Main reason we don't is because you will punch boost to the Gladiator.
Yeah.
Which can mess up your timing and your aim, so you just want to sit above and basically spam alpha rotations.
Some people have been able to get, like, sometimes it works out fine that, like, you don't get the punch boost, but, like, eventually you will get a punch boost, and it actually turns out to be kind of scarier, because then you
Look
get
at this.
discombobulated.
Look at this bug. I love this.
Which bug?
The hammer is still in jump rope state in this cutscene, so they're still shining.
Oh.
I love it.
Oh, that's right. I didn't even notice that, actually.
Yeah, I never noticed that.
Jump rope state, that's true.
Well, let me
This phase, you just PB rocket. I don't even. PB rocket, PB sticky. Flame belch to refill
the fortress
your.
fight, yeah, it's basically like stickies, PB rocket. Just
Yeah, flame belch
kill
if you want to get.
Make sure to spam all your grenades.
Yeah.
And now, before we go to Taurus, after we hit this button, have a bit of downtime, so we use this to collectible.
Yeah, this collectible is actually free if you play perfectly. Which unfortunately Mute missed a few shots, but that's okay. I think you have to reload. Check. Oh no, wait, never mind. Yeah.
Oh, just showing up. Yeah. I mean, technically, you can also grab this collectible the same way after Taurus Nabab, but you know, if you can grab it now, why not grab it now?
And Taurus, we're doing cleanup,
Mhm.
so it's cheaper now to pick it up because it's free.
Well, you still have to hit the button after Taurus, so it's the same animation for the portal.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, you can also do that. But I think your ballista's low. You don't have the ballista.
Oh yeah, that's true. Ballista and ammo routing. That's actually fair.
Taurus kebab.
Tartarus Nababa.
I feel I didn't upgrade some stuff in the save, so I'm just gonna do that. You'll be doing this on our score.
Mhm.
All right.
And then this is this movement is actually pretty good. All right, it's just 3 ballista boosts.
4. If you're a gangster like Mute.
There's
Is this
actually
a micro missile tech you're doing here?
Yeah.
Oh yes.
There is a bit of variation in that. Like for instance, I grabbed the secret after killing these people.
There's an optimization there that's like really ridiculous that I don't recommend to anyone. It's kind of dumb. Don't worry about it.
Unless you're baller.
It's so hard that I'm not even sure it's worth it.
Yeah, so
We're just gonna do a dash boost to skip some movement. Oh, missed it unfortunately.
if you were playing on current patches with that Marauder, you do the SLOB 1 cycle.
Yeah, you do. There's like a fun-ish zone in there as well.
Get a chainsaw after this mag. This is actually very important. You're gonna need a lot of ballista during Taurus.
Gotta do this.
Make sure.
Free tick. Nah. It's unnecessary.
Ballista boost after the button and grab the.
Yeah,
gourd
do the
out.
free tick. Why not?
Okay.
Isn't it free? Isn't it just come out, boom,
Yeah,
and then hook? Yeah, it is free.
This fight, that archvile spawn is RNG. So
You
it
really
could be in
chainsaw after the neck?
three-
I thought you chainsaw now here
could be
somewhere.
3 different.
No,
locations.
yeah, we also do. Okay, so Drake found this cool little ERJ you can do if you feel it. That's fine. Just do up here.
Just ballista boost. I don't know how to replicate that ERJ. Just ballista boost down.
Yeah, I think it's faster if there's a fodder to the
There
side of
is.
the statue. Just meat hook off and grab the button.
Yeah, but the fodder's really there. Normally you can just jump up ballista
Yeah,
boost.
there you can also do a ramp jump off the ledge right next to it.
Yeah. But ultimately, just the thing that's more consistent is
Sometimes
if you're
there's-
lucky. If you're lucky, the fodder can be there. That's the chainsaw I was thinking about. But usually the fodder's not there, so chainsawing before the fight is
Oh,
also fun.
Mute, before we move on, could we talk about what to do if the Archvile spawns in slightly different locations? Because, believe it or not, where you fire the BFG when the Archvile's in certain locations actually matters a lot.
Really? What do you mean?
So
It's more like the Archvile has a tendency to live from BFG shots, so how you fire it is
You
pretty
kind of just
important.
want to aim directly behind it as much as you can. You don't want to. You never want to aim a BFG directly at an Archvile unless it's like, unless you're getting it like, the moment it spawns. Like you fire the BFG and it spawns and like, but we don't want to do that here. You want to aim the BFG directly above and behind it so
Every
that the splash
Archie.
damage does as much.
yeah, every archer has 3 spawn locations in Taurus. One here, one here, one here. So as Drake said, you know, you could get some distance, get more tendril damage, aim behind him.
Yeah.
It's
And this is
easier
one of
if
those
it's
things where
there.
frame rate really helps. Yeah.
Yeah, having high frame rate, looking down, 250 FPS, more damage, good stuff.
Yeah, yeah, I guess that's it then. Very quickly, we just want to say what you did for shooting the target in the pool.
Oh, I just
Yeah, you can.
stood here
There's
and-
this tech in this game called water banging, or like just banging in general, where you can hit stuff through walls by hitting it through water or demons. In this case, we're just using water. So he just aimed at the button through the water. It's actually pretty easy.
right
You just
here.
aim about
Yeah,
there.
just
there it is.
stand where Mute's standing and shoot where Mute's shooting with the precision bolt or ballista, but
Yeah.
don't shoot with. You need that for ballista boost.
Also, here you would upgrade dual lock
Yep.
and finish off the.
Oh.
This is where you'd finally upgrade your last thing. You'd upgrade dual lock, and then I believe you'd finish off any suit upgrades that you had that you wanted left over. I think
Usually
you
you
should
would have
have,
none
yeah.
left over. But, you know, if you want, you can grab this and this.
yeah.
One
You
important
should
note
have
while-
only enough for which one call it?
Yeah.
The ice bomb one. Yeah.
Okay, so you want to make sure that while you're running past, just quickly throw down an ice bomb. And one movement note in water, move diagonally and dash diagonally. You get more speed out of it.
Yeah. That is correct. Yeah.
And then after a meat hook, we go here. Bada bing, bada boom, getting some lore, and we're gonna start working on our first challenge. Actually, no, wait. Mute doesn't
No,
grab this pain
we don't.
elemental. Mute's gangster.
Yeah. This pain elemental is kind of slow to do.
Yeah.
So sometimes this can happen. The Doom Hunter lives. Yeah. But yeah, you pretty much just do what Mute does. You fly into the fight, you chainsaw the mecha, and then you BFG, pick up the BFG ammo, and then if the
Mute.
Doom Hunter breaks out of its sled, then you do you want to actually show them the lineup
Yeah.
Mute they use for the
Oh, yeah.
BFG? You kind of rush it there.
Mhm.
So he gets into that back corner and then he
So,
aims at a specific
There are
spot.
2 corners. This corner. Wait, yeah, there's this corner and there's this corner. Stand in this corner, aim. You see this little gold patch? Aim slightly to the left, right about here. At this little patch of leaves. Shoot right there. Most of the time, it'll take direct splash damage downwards and get the Doom Hunter off the sled, which is the best case scenario. This is the best and coolest PFG in the game. Just aim right here.
Yeah,
I
there are other
respectfully
setups for
disagree, I
it,
hate
but
this one.
do that one. That one's consistent.
So just some notes there. The reason a Doom Hunter sled, even if it takes BFG splash fades at distance, right? But a BFG a Doom Hunter sled will take infinite damage no matter the damage that the BFG gives it. So it could take 1 damage from a BFG shot, and it would still break. So that's why we aim it there instead of directly at the Doom Hunter, because the Doom Hunter's in the middle of the spawning.
You
So,
could
yeah.
you could get a chainsaw here on a zombie. It's not necessary, but it's good to have.
Yeah.
Oh, I went the wrong way. Lol. There's a couple setups here.
We're gonna pass the Slayer gate for the second.
So-
Oh,
Don't worry about it. I
another
show off
water
on,
bang.
in the any percent tutorial. Doesn't matter.
But yeah, like usually you would just come here, you shoot right here, doors open.
I have
another
confession.
water bang.
I haven't learned the lineup for that. I just wing it and it works like every time.
Oh, nice, and fish.
That's why you never. I never dash out of that. I noticed that if I diagonal dash out of the water, then it breaks. If I single dash, then it's fine. It's really weird. Yeah.
Yeah, that happens. Get
Careful
wall
with
dashing.
dashing in this area in general, just because of zips. But yeah.
Yeah, wall bashes there will just give you a bunch of height and make you go super fast. Destroyer blade into the Hell Knight and the carcass.
Oh.
Charge. Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't get
Mute had to
the red
demonstrate
suit.
what the death animation looks like, so
Yeah,
you
yeah,
know,
yeah,
at home.
Yeah. That's what.
You
That's
grab
what,
the
yep.
Slayer Gate and leave. Basically, it works better with BFG routing if we come back to it later.
Yeah.
And also Crucible. After we kill these 3 heavies, we charge a D-Blade, waiting for this Hell Knight, and then we're just gonna combo it to death.
Don't use ice.
You don't have to kill the snake in the carcass, but it's safer if you do.
After which, you wait for an Archvile spawn, get a free chainsaw, and BFG to finish the fight.
Yep.
So, okay, there are technically 3, but usually you're going to see 2 spawn locations where the archery is. One is right here, one is like here, and the other one's like right here. You're really never going to see this, so don't worry about it. Usually you're going to stand here, get a chainsaw somewhere around this place. If you see the archers here, aim about slightly taller than the archer. If you're here, just like aim slightly to the left of the archery, and yeah, just pray. Just pray.
Also, blood-fueled warning. Don't fire BFG when blood-fueled's ending here. This is a scenario where it can commonly happen.
Yeah. So, the reason that you're not going to see the Archvile spawn on top of the BFG ammo is because normally you're just not. Normally you're too close to it. So just like in Mars Core, where depending on where you are, stuff will spawn in different locations. This is the same thing. So again, he's looking downwards here, and sometimes you get lucky with BFG and it explodes.
Nice. Yeah. Wish that would happen in a run.
Bless.
Here we got a Marauder, Ice Bomb, you know the deal. If you're on current patch, what you want to do is, slob him to death. We have dual lock at this point, so basically that 1 cycle is free.
We're chainsawing here because we want to refill on rockets. this is one of the rare instances where after the early game, we're very low on rockets. For the rest of the game, we're just swimming in rockets. Are you trying to do the mantle skip? There you go.
Roll as you.
Do you know the
get
Zai
into a
boost? Have you learned the Zai boost for this?
For this? Oh, this one?
Yeah.
No. It's so hard. It's too hard. I tried it. It's too hard.
There's a Zai boost there, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, it
It
doesn't matter.
lets you get out of this area faster,
Okay,
but it's not really important.
We got a couple questions from chat. Kovac is asking that when Bloodfield is ending, is it okay to use it closer to being fresh buff? Yes, if you chainsaw something, then immediately BFG, you're fine.
Yeah.
But
again, I will be the edgelord and say just don't get Bloodfield.
Wow. Morphogen's asking if we dual lock one enemy. That was in reference to slobbing. When you have dual lock mastery, you can just fire lock on rates faster on a single enemy.
Yeah, there's a tech called silent lock on bursting. That's what slobbing is. And when you have dual lock, it increases the speed of subsequent lock on bursts and does some other weird stuff as well. There are YouTube videos to it. I guess we can link them in the description, or I can put them in chat if you guys are interested. Let me find Salar's video in here.
This next arena, I'm gonna explain it. Should I do that Arba tick? I mean, is it necessary?
Yeah, I think you should. It's pretty free.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you stand. Okay. Well, first you gotta know where you are, and then you stand on this pillar right about in the middle. Aim just about here. Come back. Take up Arba. Bam. This Marauder's gonna be here. Baller strat. Get a chainsaw. That's it. It's just that easy.
Yeah, there is a
A
fun
chainsaw-
zone for that Marauder on current patches.
The chainsaw isn't necessary, by the way. It just depends on how well you use your ammo in previous sections. He was a little low. Actually, no, never mind. That chainsaw is necessary in this category. I forgot this is a news. Sorry, that chainsaw is very necessary. I forgot because you have to pick up.
We need a lot of
you-
ballista for.
those,
Oh,
yeah.
mute. You kind of just skipped over that. Wanna just go back?
I know
and
what you see is what
stay
you
with-
get there. There's a dash boost there that you can do,
Hey,
and then
just like one more time. It can't
yeah,
hurt.
fair enough. Yeah.
Like you just.
This is the specific spot. Yeah.
That's 3 times. Bam. Very fast.
And then there you
Yeah.
And if you don't have enough ballista, just get some wall bashes. You're fine.
Like
It's
if you can't do
the most
this,
important part is just having enough ballista for this.
just look at my inputs if you don't know how to do it.
You only need 1 ballista there to reach the secret as well. So
Yep.
if you're low on ballista, that is an option. Yeah.
If you don't have ballista, you probably want to just go the casual way and then just meat hook to that same spot, which you can do.
I think from now on, it's like pretty much what you see is what you get.
Oh yeah, this
Is
is
there-
just a bunch of little movements, and it's simple as do the things Mute's doing when you see them do that. The only thing that we might need to get more detail in is the skull dash.
Oh, you're gonna try it?
Oh, I missed
Oh,
it.
Darn.
It's fine, but yeah, you just ballistic
There's a-
boost.
Yeah.
This one's
What Mute was
easy.
trying there in the elevator is, don't worry about it. It's not a very consistent strat. Nobody really does it.
Yeah, you just
Unless your name is Nova.
come up here. You look about here on the skull. Sometimes it doesn't work. It's fine.
You want to aim more right.
Eh.
Yeah, if you don't have enough height, feel free to fire a ballista downwards. There's lots
You
of
can
wall
just do the
bashes.
intended path. It doesn't cost that much time.
Yeah,
Okay.
the most things that, well, if you're not good at dash boost, you can also ballista boost off the ball. But
Oh yeah, here's the backup. Like you go up here. Oh, I don't have enough height. What will I do? First of all, you get up here on the chain, then you double jump, dash, and then you get in range. So just don't worry about it.
yeah, hitting the button to get the jump pads is slow because you have to watch a little cutscene.
But this is one of those examples where this isn't really a skip, it's an optimization. It's a big optimization, but it doesn't stop you from playing the category.
Ooh, ballista boosting to a Praetor token. This is a secret that you have to just memorize
Remember.
the timing.
What
down
is
here.
your Q on this, Mew, for picking the secret?
I don't.
Just feel it
just-
out.
I
You
just
just feel it out? Okay.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
remember my
just-
casual playthrough, I missed it like 4 times. It was great.
Oh yeah, same. This is a little combat encounter. You want to deal with the Dread Knight first, then the Cyberman, Chainsaw it, and the Prowler, and then there should be an
Oh.
Imp or a Gargoyle around as well.
If you're super lucky, like there's a strat that's like super risky but super lucky as well. Where you go after the Prowler first, and then you come back and chainsaw the Cybermank, and then nade right after you chainsaw, and then everything dies.
Yep.
And the fight's over. But that's like, it's like, it's a little risky because like the Dread Knight can sit on top of you and just end your life. So
Okay.
no.
This next encounter, just prepping, a lot of RNG with the spawns. The beginning's consistent, but after you get the Kako and the Hell Knight, things start getting wild.
What the? Okay.
Oh, good job there.
Bowser spam the do lock command. Or do lock command. So in other category, we actually used to lock. We used to.
So I got top
Which one
here. This is
goes?
where you're gonna get your first.
If you're running UN, especially if you're a beginner, do not start with that Pain Elemental. This route only has 3 Pain Elementals, which we need for the Glory Kill challenge. Get an earlier one.
Yeah.
I still get an earlier one.
I'd recommend the one that Raitro gets, which is the one in the after the creation chamber.
Yes.
That one's the one I recommend. Don't get the one with the secret encounter. That one's spooky.
Like the other videos, I'll have a link to my run. You can just check out to see what I do there.
So in a previous route, we used to BFG this fight, but it turns out that was slower than just. That was a little slower than BFGing the Archvile and the Catacombs. But that route is still actually an option if you want. What you would do differently is you would just fast travel back for the Sentinel Crystal. And you would BFG this fight. Once.
One thing to note during this fight, the RNG spawns that matter after are the Dread Knight, the Pinky, both Barons, the Pain Elemental spawns in a consistent spot, and then we have a Glory Kill setup, which is a lock-on, Precision Bolt, and Ballista. If you are if you don't want the lock-on, excuse me, if you want to make sure that the Glory Kill setup works, 3 Ballista is also a consistent setup.
Oh no.
3 ballistas actually a little scary. You got to make sure not to hit its eye.
Yeah.
Very important. There's also a relatively new setup, but it's kind of risky.
Yeah.
Where you blood punch them, and it also requires
Yeah,
blood
look at
punch.
Yeah. Perfect game.
So now after this,
Mute,
you're gonna fast travel.
Yeah, but Mute, could you... the Archvile can spawn in a variety of places.
Oh,
Could
yeah,
you just
variety of
quickly
places.
just point them out?
One's here, one is right here in the center, and one is here. So yeah, like it spawns here, here, or here. Usually you're gonna see a Baron spawn here. Pain is always gonna spawn here, and the Hell Knight's always gonna be here once you finish harboring this guy. If you can lock on, he's consistently gonna be here, and then you hunt for the other guys. But you'll notice, hey, Mute, I think you didn't do the Slayer Gate. Well, good news for you.
Before you do that, one thing to mention. So the trigger for the waves are, you kill this fight starts and you kill one heavy, the snake, Kako, or the Hell Knight. But the snake is right beside us, so we kill that. And then after that, the next wave starts, which is a Dread Knight and Pinky. And you don't have to kill the Kako and Hell Knight. You can kill just one of them, and the next wave will start. And then you kill the Dread Knight, and after that, then the next wave will start, which will feature the Pain Elemental and the Barons. The spawn condition for the Archvile is that you kill either one Pain Elemental, or one Pain Elemental and a Baron, or two Barons. And there's a weird thing. I gotta make a caveat. Sometimes you might play this game and you go, oh, where's the Archvile? I killed a Pain Elemental and a Baron. The reason why it's not spawning is because the spawn condition gets wonky if you kill the Baron first. So the spawn condition is kill one Pain first, then a Baron, and the Archvile will spawn. Or two Barons if you kill the Baron first. That's how it works. Also thin portal.
Yeah. At the end, very important as well. Throw an ice bomb at some fodder. Get a chainsaw. You'll need it for the Slayer Gate coming up.
Yeah.
We just throw out ice bomb at certain points in this level because we need one of the challenges to freeze demons, and we want to make sure we have plenty. So just spam it. All right.
Let's go to Catacombs.
Catacomb.
So you want to tell them what direction you dash during the white screen? Because it's hard to tell sometimes.
Yeah, just like 2 forward dashes and then left, and then you'll be able to see.
Yeah. Oh, very important. Pick up 3 Crucible by the time you get here.
Yes. After you kill the Barons.
Well, unless
Actually, no. You pick up 2.
if you do the ball strat, you can have 2. Just here. Observe.
Archvile spawns in. Never mind. Pain Elemental Glory Kill setup. Another Pain Elemental will spawn in, do the same thing.
That happens. It's fine. Just wait.
And here you now can either chainsaw.
You only need to kill one thing after that guy. Just BFG. Make sure you don't crash. Watch where your blood fuel counter is. That. Bing bam. Bomb. Boom. There.
Can you start again? I just want to explain one thing. So, when you kill the 2 pains, you want to kill one more thing. So he casually just kind of killed some stuff, but like if you don't kill anything, then the next wave won't spawn. We don't know why. Like that's just a spawn condition. Also, if you crash during that Slayer Gate, you can actually demonstrate it now.
Yeah.
Mute. You might get it.
Yeah,
if you crash during that Slayer Gate and then you finish it and then come over here, if you fall through, it won't work. Yeah, it won't work.
Yeah,
so you have to alt F4 again because this is a soft lock. Or in this case, reload checkpoint.
If you're in classic, reload check.
And then we fast travel again. Yeah. So again, he's doing white screen movement. You can't do this.
Fib in here. Oh wait. I have to show this.
Have you gotten a fib while falling in there?
Yes, it's pretty free. I just didn't have dashes. Oh wait. I have.
You did a little too late, I think.
I have to.
I didn't know you could do a fib here. That's interesting. You should post that.
Mute D6. It's literally.
There.
Oh.
Yeah.
That was
the routing here, you can actually route the way I do this area is that when I'm doing this fight the first time, I grab the Crucible in the back of the arena, and then when I finish the Slayer Gate, I come back that there's 3 Crucible close to me. So the 3 on by the snake.
I actually have this routed out too. The platform that Mute just jumped over. Basically, if you're falling down, you can get a B hop, and then if you go to the left. Keep all those Crucible from basically your direct path back to the portal.
For me, mine's 1, 2, and then I usually leave 1 right here, 3. I go in the portal. Yeah, that's it. That's a Baris Bababa.
Basically, just be aware what crucible you're picking up. Make sure you pick up. You don't pick up the ones too close to the portal.
I think that's it. No. Wait, have we really blazed through these levels that quickly? Wow. Okay.
I'm surprised we got through Taurus that quick.
Well, it is. It feels longer than it is just because you have to reset every time a Archvile doesn't die to a BFG.
Yeah, Taurus is basically built on top of like movement tech we've discussed ad nauseum in the previous tutorials.
What's the third-person command?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Off to Nekravol we go.
Wait, but first, before we go to Nekravol...
Oh, God.
Oh, yeah, this category. Haha, I forgot.
Aha.
We have about 3 minutes of uninterrupted picking up collectibles.
3 minutes.
So the routing here is a
and 5
little
seconds.
important. He's going to start with the bottom ones first. You can also do some optimizations, like you can plug in the batteries and then go start plugging in other batteries, so that while the door opens, you're plugging in batteries, but just plug in batteries. Just say hello to this category. You want to pick up you want to pick up everything aside from armor here and ammo. Armor and ammo. Do not pick up armor or ammo.
Really?
Arm ammo. Armor ammo.
So in case you take damage in the beginning of Nekravol 1, your armor will refill.
I never worried about that, but yeah, it's technically safer, yeah. So just wondering if anybody is a glitch hunter and can think of a way to skip through these doors, much appreciated.
Very.
Probably be banned in this run, but
Unless
it'd be
it's like a
interesting to
battery
know.
skip.
It would just the battery skip is the important part.
Yeah, we just need to like find a battery skip. That'd be really cool.
Even if we could just skip animations in general, like we spend a long time waiting for the Unmaker to unlock, even an ace, and I'd like that to be removed as well, because it increases the length of this fortress split from like 20 seconds to 50. So,
Yeah.
so yeah.
One thing to note that we wasted all our BFG in Taurus, because when you pick up the Unmaker, you get refilled BFG.
That is
So-
correct. Very important. If you walk into Nekravol and you have no BFG, you forgot something. It's not just, oh, I messed up the ammo route. No, you lost the run because you don't have Unmaker. And it's important for...
You can pick it up at the end, but you'll just add a few seconds.
Oh, that's
Well,
correct.
And, and also, you won't have enough BFG ammo. You'll lose basically about like 30-40 seconds from not picking it up. So, what Mute's doing here is actually very technical for what we call pressing E and then space very fast.
Incredible.
And he does this with each one of these battery inserts. I usually take this time to ask chat for jokes, because I need some brevity in my day-to-day life.
So
Brevity? I love
after
brevity.
picking up the Unmaker here, it will equip the Unmaker. Make sure you swap out of it before you fire a ballista, as I have learned the hard way.
You'll see why in just 2 seconds.
Unmaker uses BFG ammo, so if you fire one shot, congratulations, you're down a BFG ammo out. And we're out of here. Woo!
Make sure if you want to switch your weapon mods, you're gonna have mobile turret, get out of that. You're gonna have this, get out of that. If you have Unmaker here, get out of that. Second to last weapon.
Actually,
so if you wanna
you're not
start
going to
with
use Heat
Ballista-
Blast ever again, so you could actually have microwave beam out.
Yeah.
But what if we
Just
run
for the
into Spirit?
memes. So this is Nekravol 1. I think there isn't anything overarching here we can really cover. There isn't
Overarching?
a theme of the level.
It's just a lot. How do I put it? Most of the time loss in this level comes from challenge routing.
Yeah.
We have to kill things with traps, and we have to crucible
That's
specific
right.
things, but
Yeah.
crucibling things is free because we'll do that anyway.
Yeah.
Oh.
How did you not hit the death plane? What?
Don't you know that lava is walkable, Drake? God.
Yeah, but not in this area. It's a death plane in this area.
Then how did he do it?
The question for the philosophers.
Okay, well, that's a little bit hard. I'll show you the easy way of doing this.
Yeah, Mute's trying
Yeah,
to
you
go
can
for
just
a
do a
ramp
ramp up
jump.
here.
There's also just you can just
Or that, yeah.
That's the easiest way. If you wanna go to full baller mode. Oh, close enough.
That's the cool strat. I've
You
gotten
know,
that
you
like
guys want to feel old? You know when slobbing was discovered?
When?
May of last year.
What?
It still feels like a new tech, but it's not. That's incredible.
Sick.
Yeah, wonderful. Oh my goodness. I
so
feel
we
old.
pick up that armor, and then we meet Hook and Ballista our way to the little door. I can't believe it. Picking up armor for Blood Blast.
Glorious, isn't it? It's beautiful.
Okay.
But yeah, jokes aside, you really should be picking up armor. If you don't pick it up right away, you should pick it up like as soon as you can afterwards. Just because it'll make some fights, and I believe it was Taurus. Like you'll have extra bow punch somewhere.
Yeah, so you get quad damage, you can basically melt tyrants, and then Arbalest,
headshot ticks
Kako,
here.
Rocket, Whiplash. Free headshot ticks, or micro missile sticks if you want it. Then basically right after the button's done, you just climb up really fast. Ballista boost down because falling is too slow.
Are you
And we're
gonna do
about-
the strat? Do the
Uh,
micro missile strat.
okay.
Make Maddie happy.
Aw.
Oh. So
You
you can
can
get a
get-
free micro missile tick there. After you do that, you can do a dash boost here. It's a ballista dash boost, I believe.
I don't wanna.
Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, you're low on ballista there.
It is perfectly fine to just chainsaw one of those fodder,
out.
Crucible the Baron, and then just meat hook up to that.
Make sure you kill the fodder though after you
Actually-
hook out.
Yes.
Actually, mute.
Can
When
you
you
go
get a
back on
chance,
mute?
could you go back? There's actually something.
There's an important detail about how you
Yeah.
do the hook jump there,
Mhm.
because there's invisible walls.
Oh, loading
There's
check
invisible
like
walls,
that.
and he specifically jumped up in a very specific spot there.
We're going to. Ah, dang! I thought that was gonna get it. There's invisible walls covering this platform everywhere. Oh, that's unfortunate, Nico. You want to jump in specifically from the left. If you try going over the climbable wall, there's an invisible wall blocking, which
Yeah.
it's no longer there because Mute just killed zombies.
No, you hit the trigger. There's a trigger
Oh.
up there that removes the invisible wall.
Oh, there is?
Yeah.
Ah, I thought it was zombies. Okay, cool.
Yeah, so like you can't do what Mute's doing right now at all. Yeah.
It'll.
So
Yeah, you
make,
have to go in from
make
where I'm
sure
going in.
you go in from the left. It is.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, we're in the cage, which is rare.
I named this
You know,
cage
it's weird.
Nicholas.
This is
Nicholas
the bathroom
cage.
break of the run.
It's 37 seconds, something like that. I can't
Funnily,
remember the
I
exact
went to the
number.
bathroom during a run here, and I came back and it was perfect.
We are up to the Eyes of Kalibas, to where we will just take him down with Arbalest Rocket, right?
Carly, what?
Marvel's rocking slash canceling.
Yeah.
Well,
Do you
if they're-
slash cancel now, Mute?
I slash canceled 2 of them.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah,
If
it's
it's
worth
like
it
the 2
to-
edge ones, then I'll slash cancel 1 because it's travel distance.
Which eye comes out is RNG. Just
Oh, can I
to
get
get
good
a good
RNG there?
pattern. There'll be a pain elemental that spawns about halfway through this. You
Important
can
note
do-
about this: do not pull out the crucible
Do
while one
not.
of the eyes dies.
Yeah.
Well, when a
you'll
rock
lose
Do you
does
want to
all your
demonstrate that, Mute?
Yes.
Do you want to reload and demonstrate that? Yeah, it's very unfortunate if that happens. Oh, never mind.
Bro. So
Just
okay.
trust us, it happens.
Just
Don't worry
trust
about
us.
it.
It's
Just
very
trust
sad.
us. Make
Oh.
sure you wait till the eye fully dies and then pull out the crucible.
Pain elemental, ice bomb it, or you can chainsaw it if you want.
No, let's not
just for
bother with this,
safety.
Mute. Nobody even does this.
You do.
No, I don't even know how I got it in my PD. I actually didn't even try to go for it. I just somehow got it. I have no idea what happened there. I don't even try that yet.
Okay, we have to crush some demons, so we're going to do that here. Got to get 8 of them. We can get, like, up to 6 here.
Yeah.
Ideally, you could get 7 of them. The next encounter has it to where it's practically free to get at least 2.
Yeah.
Secret encounter is what you see, what you get.
So make sure you
Hell
show off
Knight.
both the old strat here, Mute, for this fight, and the new one.
New one?
The BFG, the new one in this upcoming
Oh.
fight.
Oh, I thought you meant for this.
Oh, yeah, no. The secret encounters just lock on.
Mute, you don't know the secret strat here?
What?
That's how you get the secret ending.
Actually, no. You actually want to. Well, okay. Yeah. In the old route, you would want to not lock on burst that Hell Knight. You want to SSG him because
Okay,
you need rockets in
I'll
this
show
fight.
the
but
old route
that's
first here.
Yeah.
Old route, you would chase down these guys. Like
And then you
there's,
find the carcass here.
there's a carcass that takes a long time, which is why there's a new route. And then you get this guy. Usually you would what? Oh. Then you usually have ammo for this Arba. Shoot this BFG. And
You
now
get a chainsaw during that BFG to save it.
you are left with this guy, and then three more fodder demons. 1, 2, 3. There it is. You can get a chainsaw here. Good stuff. But now we're gonna show you the cool strat that cool people do.
I don't do the strat.
Are you trying
No.
to do a ramp boost here?
Oh.
I've never seen this one before.
This is the one I made specifically for Ace. Oh. So grab this ESV, go into this corner, wait for things to spawn, and aim right here. And I missed it. Nice. You want ESV so you don't take aim punch.
Energy shield vacation is what he's referring to.
Oh yeah.
The only applicable use that we know of. Well, actually, it's probably applicable a lot with safety, but
Aim slightly upwards. It's gonna be more higher than you. Okay, I guess more lower than you think it is. Right there. Yeah.
And so that should kill all of the heavy. Like if you're lucky, that should kill all of the heavies and start the Archvile phase right away. But sometimes it won't, and there's some backup strats you can do. Like you wanna, after you shoot the BFG, you wanna stand on the platform right above this boost pad, and that'll give you most access to all the things that are around you. So yeah, yeah. So if this guy doesn't die, then you can chainsaw him, or you can, if the Hell Knight spawns there and doesn't die, you can lock on burst him. Oh, wow, actually you got nothing. Wow, that's really unfortunate.
Yeah, I got nothing here. I'll do it again.
we shall do this until it works.
Well, that's what.
Oh yeah, this is
one.
one of the things where once again, FPS matters. Mute's looking upwards to show you where you should look at, but normally you just want to look down.
Yep.
Yeah, you look down, increase your frame rate, and then you jump up here.
And everything dies. And then now the Archie should spawn because we killed everything.
Yeah.
If you want, grab a chainsaw here because you didn't chainsaw any heavies. Remember to get this BFG.
Very, very important.
Very, very important.
Yeah, you can chainsaw the last fodder like he does right there. We actually recommend that. It's really
Also,
nice.
reminder to finish the trap challenge.
Yes,
at
very
that last
important.
part.
Oh, I didn't finish
Yeah.
it.
You can finish it here if you want. You can lure some of the fodder into the manual traps.
I can.
Or into the automatic traps.
Ooh, demonstration.
Oh, I failed.
So
I can
here,
demonstrate.
you want to fire the BFG as soon as possible, because then you will crash if you do not fire it as soon as possible.
The two things that can make BFG crashes more common, we got the Cybermech, and we have
Yeah. I actually want to stress this. After you break the buff totem, dash off the platform. Just run away. Just move. Because if the Cyberman gets you with your goo,
You're dead.
then you're donezo. You
Yep.
lose your world record attempt in any % restricted classic.
Yep. Smudge. Also, if you for some reason have 0 ballista here, damage boost.
Yeah.
I didn't know about that.
I didn't know the damage boost, but I knew about you can grab the wall if you hit a trigger. So mute does the Marauder here first. That's because it's the timing here for these elevators is a little bit better.
Good one.
But you actually, what I'd recommend for beginners is you do the secret encounter first before you do the Marauder. And the reason is because if you crash on the final fight, if you do this order, then you'll have to redo the secret encounter. Which is,
Cool
yeah.
little rick jump you can do there, but it's difficult. You go for it for funsies because otherwise, like, you just gotta wait for the elevator.
Set up bats.
Yeah,
that's
you'll
free.
notice that we actually don't get a checkpoint from here until until the final fight. So if we crash on the final fight, we'll have to redo the secret again.
Do 1, 2, 3, ba-ba-da. Get the challenge 1, 2, 3. Micro missiles.
Chop.
Again, on current patch, I recommend just getting one of those micro missile ticks, as we have literally micro missiles, like, so there's no need to even do micro missiles that like lose about half a second. There's a cool BFG strat coming up here.
Wait for them to spawn.
Aim exactly
right
where
there.
Mute is aiming.
And bam.
And
off
if
the
you're
sled.
lucky, you'll get both of them off their sled.
Oh.
One of
Nice.
them, getting one off is consistent. However, other.
Wait, no, that's right side. Good one. Okay, yeah,
We need to
left
get
side,
this glory
chainsaw
kill.
side, left side. There we go. Left side glory kill. I'll say that again.
Do you want to show them exactly where the BFG shot is?
Yes.
You do the deblade from this side? Why is that?
So I can hook on that guy.
No, it's slower. Oh, it's a little safer because you don't get trapped. Yeah, I see what you're on for there.
So right here. Look at this. It hits this little ceiling lamp. Bam, splash damage.
Yeah.
If one of these guys is still in their sled, I highly recommend mute ice bombs here for the Cybermech in order to try to prevent Cybermech crash from the BFG. I recommend just keeping ice bomb, and if it's Doomslayer still in the sled, throw an ice bomb at them, and then Crucible cancel them out of their sled.
If you're when they break out of their sled, lock on burst both of them before you fight them.
Yep.
Like if they both break out, make sure you just lock on burst beforehand, because in that way, if like things get chaotic, you can just PB them and then they falter and or they stagger and then they don't hurt you anymore.
They can't hurt you anymore.
Yeah. So yeah, notice he's locking on bursting one of the guys before he's fighting another one.
Highly recommend, by the way, if you're starting out, take out Blood Fuel and get the increased stagger shit.
Yes. Also throw blood fuel in the garbage while you're at it.
That's true. Also, it would be this one. Days of Confused.
That's the one I recommend, like, just to get in general. Because the dash boost there, it really just is dash into that corner. You don't even really need that much setup.
Can meet hook there as well.
Here's a fast travel optimization here.
For fast traveling, skip a cutscene. If you're on current patch,
Oh.
don't worry about this. You can't skip that cut. Skipping that cutscene and fast traveling is about the same.
But Mute, you're probably gonna have to show off how to get the blood punch challenge here, like about 2 trillion times.
Do you want to get next
Because
to
I suck at it.
We are an hour and a half. If we want to, we can do Neck 2, because Final Sin and Urdak are also like deep levels. I don't know.
They're actually not really, are they?
Urdak is. I'd say there's.
I have so much to
Oh,
say
because
on
of the
Urdak.
micro missiles. That's right.
Yeah.
I think we can do all 3 of them next time. I think we can
Alright.
stop now if we want.
Alright.
Okay, yeah, because we won't have enough time to cover all of Urdak and Final Sin, so that will
Yeah.
give us like a chunky episode then.
And that's like micro missile central discussion and like how to do the like, especially we could probably spend like 30 minutes on doing Icon of Sin micro missile ticks, because that's like how you increase the speed of.
I'll give you guys a sneak preview.
Yes, a trailer.
A trailer.
In a world where 100% category exists, people must punch demons uselessly. Yeah, is there anything else you want to add, Raitro?
I think we got it all covered. Anything y'all want to say before we depart?
Any questions?
Drink water. And also happy Mother's Day. This was on Mother's Day, by the way. Say hi to your
For
mothers.
those of you who don't know, is Mother's Day. Is just don't pay it. It's fine. Just say I love you, Mother.
Yep.
Yep. I guess we'll open it up to chat real quick. Does anybody have any burning questions
Or any
other
freezing
than that?
questions.
Well, you're gonna need both to get this blood punch.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah, we'll just remember to put some resources in the description for current patch stuff. We'll like for fun zones and stuff like that, because like there are a lot of fun zones in after Mars Core. It's just fun zone central on how to kill Marauders for optimal versions. But yeah.
Right. Well, it doesn't look like there's any questions. Only some kind words from Kovac. Thank you. Let us give somebody a raid.
Oh, you know what we failed to really talk about? We failed to really talk about strategies designed for Kovacs control scheme. That's what we failed to talk about.
Ah.
You
Like,
know,
all
all
of
We need
experience.
to be more inclusive to people who use like random claw.
who use
hardware.
a cyborg's hands that they ripped out of Skynet.
Yes, indeed.
Okay.
All right, no more. I will stop poking fun.
Oh.
I actually love Kovacs controls. They're great.
Cool.
You guys are gonna- Yeah,
is
here,
is
I wanna
anyone
show you guys something
speedrunning
fun.
Doom or Doom 2016?
Watch.
see here.
This is funny, very funny. I
Are
can't
you
do it
trying to
anymore.
go out of bounds?
Yeah.
Well, mute does the fine.